Hi, my name's Chaya and I'm with the Viking Horn. Today I'm joined by some members of the Clue cast. Would you guys introduce yourselves saying your name, your grade, and what you play or what you do for the show?
I'm Sophia, I'm a junior and I'm student director.
I'm Gabi, I'm a senior and I play Scarlet.
I'm Lucas. I'm also a senior and I play Mr. Green.
I'm Kruz and I'm also a senior and I play Professor Plum.
Yay! So for my first question, I'm gonna ask, how did you guys first get involved into theater at Fremd? Was there something that sparked your interest, or maybe you did theater before?
No, you go ahead.
Well, I've been doing theater since I was in third grade-ish, and a fun story, I actually never wanted to do theater at Fremd, but I heard two of my other friends saying that they were gonna audition, so I was like, you know what, YOLO, I'm gonna figure it out. And then I actually got into my freshman play, so it was fun, and I've been doing it ever since.
Yeah, similar to Sophia, I also got into theater when I was in third grade, thanks to Cruz actually. And ever since I've just loved it so much. I have an older sister who used to be tech president. She was very tech backstage kind of thing. And so I wanted to follow in her footsteps and I started with tech, but then I slowly found my way back to cast because I really just loved being on stage.
Like both of them, I did theater since I was a little kid. We all knew each other before this. We were part of Palatine Park District, so we had shows like that. And yeah, I started with my mom because my mom in high school, she did music, she did theater, she did all that stuff. So, and she told me about it and I was like, oh, I want to try this. So I did it when I was really young and just something that stuck with me and I kept doing it. And then when I got into high school, I didn't do the play my freshman and sophomore year because I had soccer and that was overlapping. And then eventually I moved away from soccer because I liked theater more. So I was like, I'm gonna stick with this. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like all of them as well. We have kind of the same story, but yeah, I started theater when I was really young because my parents put me through every sport in the book and I didn't like any of them. So I tried theater and that's where I found my niche. And yeah, I know all of you guys from doing theater since we were little. And yeah.
That's great. So, could you three tell us a little bit about your characters and what you enjoy the most about playing them? Because I know this is more funny show in comparison to more serious plays that we've done in the past, especially last year.
Well, Scarlett she's very kind of quick-witted. She is really sassy in a way. She likes to really get involved with drama and she likes to keep tabs on everybody and she's a little provocative. So I think it's kind of fun to play her because it's a change of pace for me because my last two roles were more like in Little Mermaid and Chicago, they were more serious angry roles. Whereas now I get to play someone who's funny and having a good time. And yeah, Clue has just been really fun to be able to explore that.
Yeah, just like Abby, playing Mr. Green, it's very different from my other roles. Also in Little Mermaid, I was King Triton, and he's very, very strict, very straight and super Why would you say that? Okay, there's a joke in the show. There's a joke in the show. So Green is he's a homosexual. And so there's a joke in this show where they're like, I just need a straight answer. And he says, don't look at me. So it's it's a thing and it's very fun, which is why I like playing Mr. Green because he's such a fun role. There's a lot, he's very clumsy. There's a lot that happens with him. And so I'm having a lot of fun doing something different. He's very skeptical of the rest of the cast. He's very and the characters in the show. He's a little bit afraid. He doesn't want to, obviously he doesn't want to get murdered. No one does. So he distances himself from all the other characters that are in there. But other than that, he's very fun to play. So
Yeah, also similar to you guys, my this role is a lot different from the last play because in Gatsby as Nick I had to be really serious and like go deep into like emotion, but this show is just very like I feel like carefree, like especially the humor with Plum specifically is like dry humor, and that's a lot easier for me to do because that's really similar to my sense of humor. So yeah, it's been really fun playing him and just to have something different.
And our lovely student director, Sophia, what made you want to become student director for Clue? What was the application process like? What made you want to do it?
Honestly, okay. So before the school year started, I was at a 3-week summer camp, and although I did have the materials printed out, I just couldn't get myself to like start auditioning for Clue. So I decided that instead of auditioning, I was going to try something new, which is student directing, and I've literally have never done that before. I've always tried to like in my theater journey try different areas of theater. I've done backstage, on stage, and now student directing. And honestly, it's a lot different than you would expect, but it's so much fun. Although I do prefer like acting on stage, I do like the aspects of student directing. I think it's gonna help me broaden my acting and like techniques that I use. But the reason why I really did it is just because I didn't really want to audition, and I just wanted to see what else I could do with what I'm given at theater, and I thought it was a nice educational experience.
Love your honesty. So I've heard that your guys' rehearsals are really funny and chaotic. You don't get as much work done as you probably should.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any fun like moments or like
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so there was a scene going on and I was sitting on like one of those things that like moves around on wheels. And Lucas was sitting behind me. So I'm sitting there just watching the scene, and Lucas decides to push the cart into the scene. I'm rolling on as they're doing it, and I'm just like freaking out because Miss Adams is already like a little bit.
We're all on thin ice with
We're on
this.
thin ice with her, so I like jumped off.
There's been countless occasions where we're like, okay, we're ready, like we're gonna lock in, we're gonna do this scene, and then we end up laughing for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then we're like, you know what? Okay, we're done. And we end up laughing for another 5 minutes. So
That happened yesterday, or not yesterday, but on Saturday.
Saturday,
Yeah.
There are so many instances where people will like deliver lines a certain way, and it'll just be so funny because for example, I have multiple instances where I say why, and for some reason, while I'm in the scene, I always feel the need to say like wow. And it makes no sense at all, but it just comes out that way. And every time I'm like, oh Lord, because I don't know why I am saying it like that. And like there's like moments with like Chan
Oh my
pronouncing
God.
he pronounces things so funny and it's just so entertaining.
Especially he pronounces like things differently every time. Like
Yeah.
there's a character in the show, Wadsworth, that's how you say his name. But so many times, for whatever reason, he says Wadsworth. And it's
It's like it's a little different each time.
every
Yeah.
time, and we're just like, we don't know if that's a character choice, if he just genuinely doesn't remember how you say the name. So
I feel like every scene is like, especially watching it from wherever the director's sitting, it's chaotic. I remember on our first read through, where we basically read through the script, I had to read stage directions. None of the words I said were correct or right. And I don't think I ever said a full sentence correctly. And I think for me it was embarrassing, but it was really funny because it's like, why am I saying words wrong?
but I don't want this to get like the idea like we're nowhere near close to done. Like
Yeah.
we pull through,
Yeah.
like we are doing really good. It's
There
just
is a lot more off task of this show than last year, I would say.
It
Yes, because I think also with this show being as like comedic and funny as it is, it's like you're more able to have fun with it
Yeah.
and still be able to work. Whereas like Gatsby, it was more like it was very like serious. So there weren't many moments where we were just like laughing for like 5 minutes. It was just like it was more focused.
And even with like it being a more funny show, like it's easier to like get out all those laughs and then lock back in when there's only 14 people in a show rather than
Mhm.
Gatsby. There's like double that. So it's a lot harder with more people, but because this is such like a tighter group and like we're all like super familiar with each other and we like all like having a good time, it's very easy. Like when we genuinely need to like lock in and get stuff done, like we can do it. So
And I will say they are very locked in. I think today, whatever day it is, I don't know the actual date. We're actually finally getting to scene 14, which is our last scene,
Woo.
and they have gotten almost everything memorized. And they've done really good, even with our little shenanigans. So I will say they are very prepared.
Wow. So I'm gonna ask, what's one rehearsal moment without spoilers that you're so excited for the audience to see? I'll give you a minute to think.
Wait, like on stage?
Yes.
Okay. I would say any of the scenes that I blocked specifically, because honestly, I take pride in them. Even though they're very small, I do think they're funny and I want to see like what you guys add to it, plus what this like the set, the design does. There are a couple scenes that I'm excited to see how the audience reacts. Like how Mustard enters for scene 1. That's gonna be fun. But any scene with like when somebody dies and it's just everybody else in pure chaos.
Yeah. I'm excited for no spoilers, but our little Scooby-Doo door moment.
Scooby-Doo door moment. Okay. I'll make sure to look out for that.
You'll know when you see
You
it.
trust.
we haven't blocked it yet, and that's what we're doing today, but I think I'm gonna be excited for scene 14 because that's like where like everyone is accusing everyone, and that's like
Mhm.
the last, like when you get the envelope in the actual game and you're like, oh, I think it's this with this with this, and then you have to like see if you're right or wrong. So I think that's gonna be one, fun to do, but also fun for the audience to like be like, okay, who actually did it? And now with
Mhm.
all of the different perspectives and everything, it's gonna be like, okay, so it's kind of like interactive with the audience a little bit.
I think I'm just excited for all my sarcastic lines. Like they're funny.
Yeah.
What more is there to say?
And then our last question, what advice would you give to someone who is thinking about joining theater at Fremd?
Literally do it. As I like YOLO is just just do it because you never know where it's gonna take you. Like freshman year, I never knew I was gonna be so involved in theater, and it's definitely like it's a home for me, and it's like a second place. It's like I don't know. It's very deep, like it's rooted deep in my heart, and I think theater has brought me so many opportunities that I wouldn't have had without it. And I think if you're thinking about it, low-key just do it. Like you never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I agree. I say, even if you're like, oh, like my friends are all doing sports, like I don't know if I should do this because I don't like sports, I think, and I don't want to be like without my friends. You will make friends in theater. It is such a close, like knit community, and everyone is just so like wonderful to be around. Like we're all like we feed off of each other's energy, and everyone's so funny and everyone's so caring, and we all like support each other, especially in times like tech week when everything gets like crazy. It gets really rough, but you always have those people there to support you, and it just is a lot of fun. And you, I think you really, if you are thinking about theater, I think if you do it, if you end up joining, you will not regret it.
Yeah, I think with theater, there's so much that you can learn from it. There's so many different aspects of like life that you can tie into theater. Like public speaking is like something that so many people are scared of, but you're gonna need to use it to like your whole life. You're gonna need to start conversations and stuff. And with theater and things like that, you're putting yourself out there. You're able to pretend to be someone else, just have fun with it, and you can like explore different things. You learn about like responsibility with like learning your lines and things. It's a lot of work and effort that you have to learn to like put into something. And if it's something that you like truly care about, just like everyone's been saying, do it. Like you will have so much fun. Even if I know I was this at the like when I first started doing theater, I was thought like, oh, theater's kind of weird. Like people are gonna be like, oh, like you do choir, you do theater, like what's that? Like don't be like that. It's so much fun, and who cares what other people think if everyone, like Gabby said, if everyone's doing sports and they're like, oh, football, nice, cool. Be like, okay, that may not be for you. And theater is just everyone is so close and so like together, and it's just you'll have so much fun. So if you're ever thinking about doing theater or scared, that it's just not like people won't like you or whatever. Like just do it. You can learn so much and have so much fun.
Yeah, and going off of what you guys said, like just do it because this is where you will find like your best friends. Like everyone here is so accepting, and just really kind overall. It's just a really great place to open up with people. I feel like the relationships are a little bit more like closer than sports, in my opinion, because I feel like you guys are people I can actually talk to. And yeah, theater is also a place where you can just like find confidence. Like I'm a way more confident person now than I was before. And theater has just taught me so many things. And yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Okay, thank you guys all so much for being here. When is Clue again?
Clue is on October 9th through 11th. You can come anytime, not anytime, but there's show that's like 7.
Yeah.
And I think is there 2 shows on Saturday?
No, there's no matinee. It's just
Well, you have 3 shows and they're all at
All at
7, so
7,
you should
yeah.
go.
And I believe you can find them at fremd.booktix.com.
yes.
Thank you so much for watching or listening. Have a great day.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having
Thank you.
us.
Thank you.